Hey guys, it's Greg again. I want to go over the macro time with Ethereum and to explain to you guys some stuff that I think is possibly going on with Ethereum and the situation and things. Ethereum, obviously is the strongest altcoin behind Bitcoin, and just taking a look at it at the macro level to get in the bigger picture of what's going on with this asset. Okay, and I'll explain to you why some things that are going on now. Briefly, to go into it is that, the concern about the raising of the interest rates and things that are going on. The only data that I have is to try to get a little bit of information to plan long-term for any of these assets are the charts. Data that you get on chain can be manipulated. You can make that say whatever you want. Price action is probably not going to be manipulated, obviously, though it could, but this is all that we have going off the data, or at least what I have, okay? The price action of what these assets are doing. So media, all that other stuff out there can be manipulated, but I just think that a correction is going to be coming up here in the next 90 to 120 days. It's going to be a slow start. The bottoming process is going to take a long time for these assets, including the S&P 500. And it's going to be a slow grind, in my opinion, and it's going to take some time, and then eventually it's going to recover out of that. That's just what I think, guys. So anyhow, just go over this real quick. I'm going to show you this count that I have. It's actually a pretty bullish count, but with this structure, I don't think it's as bullish as people think it is. Even though it's bullish, it's not as bullish, in my opinion, as Bitcoin is going to be. I'll explain why. So here we got a wave one, and you can see based off the RSI data, that's your third wave peak actually right there to complete it. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that section. So you can see based on this RSI data, that's a massive third wave peak right there on that RSI, and it came down to a second wave. And this is a lower sequence a wave that's going to be completed. It's actually a wave one, lower sequence wave one. The only way this could change is if it comes around, Ethereum comes around, completes this fourth wave, and this fifth wave is going to take out this peak over here to make this, so then you can make the third waves over here. I don't think that's going to be the case, guys. Ethereum's going to be making a third wave over here, okay? Because fifth waves typically don't do that. Even though fifth waves can have extreme price action, in the RSI, they don't go up that high. They can get up close to it, but I don't think it's going to take this one out. That's just my guess right now, okay? So, and then here's the third wave. So I got this 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no other way to cut this pie. You can see this is a third wave peak. It came up and completed that third wave. And then if you do that, this is 2.618 of the wave one. So it's an extended third wave. And it's coming down for a fourth wave, okay? I don't think that Ethereum is going to have as massive of a run that people think. And the reason I say that, now, I'm not saying it's not going to be massive gains. So like if it goes from 2,000 to 10,000, that's a 5X. Obviously, those are massive gains. But this whole 35,000 crap is not going to happen. It's not going to happen here. It can't. It can't do that. It's got to do it over here. So what's going to happen with Ethereum, because this third wave extended, the fifth wave is going to be probably about as long as the first wave. So, like the 10,000, 11 or 12,000, and that's probably going to be it for Ethereum, in my opinion, just because of this structure and how it's setting up and then going to that. So right here, this will be your wave one, and then it's going to have a massive second wave correction all the way down here, and then it's going to go into a third wave. So for a long-term strategy, it's going to be here that you're going to want to be getting into Ethereum based off this chart data and then going into that move. That's going to be the move for Ethereum. I think Bitcoin is going to probably, I don't want to say percentage wise, but Bitcoin is going to be the one, in my opinion, that's going to be really blasting up. I don't think percentage wise it's going to do more than Ethereum. I just don't think these targets are going to be as high as people think that they're going to be. You're going to hear 25,000 and 30,000, guys. I don't it's not making any sense to me. I don't think that's going to happen. So, and the other reason I say that too, if you look at some of the data, even though I said the data can be manipulated, but it's all that I have right now, there's a lot of money inflow, not a lot, but there's more money inflow right now to Bitcoin, and there's actually less money inflow in Ethereum. And in my opinion, this kind of explains some stuff that's going on with that right here because of this. So what's going to happen, in my opinion, is this will be the wave one. It's going to be a massive second wave correction, and then it's going to be going into 3, 4, 5, and this will be the wave right here. So a long-term strategy, actually, it's going to be better. You know, who knows how deep this can go all the way down here, guys, like that. Like once it completes that wave, Ethereum can tank all the way back down to, say, you know, $100 technically, but more than likely it won't. But this is going to be the area to get into Ethereum. This is going to be where Ethereum shines, in my opinion. So right here, this will be the area where people probably will see your, you know, 20,000 plus, 25,000 plus Ethereum, possibly, where people are saying that if, just in my opinion, that's going to be where it's going to happen. It's not going to be here. So I'm going to take that off and clean this up a little bit. So we have some data here, and there's no other way to cut this pie except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's coming in to complete a fourth wave correction. And then you can see from the top of that fifth wave down to the bottom, that was a 75% correction. And based off Elliott waves, you know, we're not going to have a 75% correction likely in Ethereum. If we did, it'd be down to $1,000. So more than area, it's probably going to be somewhere in this area. And the time that this wave took from the peak of the wave one to the bottom of wave two is right around 266 days. And the peak of that wave three to right now, it's about 371 days. So it fits. It's alternation in the count is what's supposed to happen. So a deep, shorter second wave, and then a more long, drawn out, ugly fourth wave. Okay. So over here, I have a fib time estimate with Ethereum based on, if you take this, you put it right here at the top of wave one, the bottom of wave two, then you say that's last impulse wave, and you get an idea where possibly how long could this take. So right now it's at the 1.382. I doubt that it's going to be stretching all the way out here. It could, but more than likely, in my opinion, somewhere in this area, it's going to come down more in price. It's going to be completing its correction in this area based off the time of this wave to this wave, in my opinion, which would make sense with the RSI data. If you can see in this second wave, how deep that RSI went down to 21, where it is right now, it's 31. So another pop up and come down for that RSI reset of this structure, and then Ethereum can go up and make that next wave. So, you know, my time frames are just estimates right now. Obviously, you have to be open to things change. You know, things change, and then that move right there on Ethereum, guys. So, and the other thing I wanted to explain too is this kind of makes sense because everybody's talking about Ethereum 2.0, Ethereum 2.0. It's coming out. You know, I don't have my hopes up on that. That's just, you know, all talk right now as far as I'm concerned. So more than likely, just based off this data, I don't think it will be ready at all, just because it makes more sense that Ethereum 2.0 will be working here or starting to work here, and then Ethereum 2.0 or whatever it's called will be done, and then this will be where Ethereum shines, guys. So a long-term strategy, in my opinion, this is where Ethereum is going to make its massive move that everybody's talking about, or more percentage gain in that area. Thanks for watching. Peace.